I don't know, biceps or something. That's not how I talk. Sorry if you're new around here. That's not me. Just finished editing the video that posted yesterday at time of recording, and why do I look like that? My build is weird. My lats, those are probably a little too grown. I need to find exercises that grow my muscles like my lats are growing, dude. They're kind of crazy, all right? I'm just saying, chest is falling behind, okay? The strength, I think that's my strong point. I wouldn't say I'm freakishly strong yet, but I'm definitely getting there. I don't know, man. Being able to bench like the 70-pound dumbbells is cool. If I don't look it, though, who cares, right? It's called bodybuilding, not I'm getting strong, even though that's how you bodybuild. Don't worry about it, okay? We do this exercise not because it's the best for growing the actual overall size of the bicep, but because it is good for equalizing the strength between the two. My biceps are just uneven. It's one of the main issues we're still trying to equalize at time of recording, which sucks. It's a pain in the ass. I'm a little out of it today. You'll have to excuse me. I don't know, man. This whole YouTube thing does a number on you sometimes. It's just that the numbers, they go like this, and you're like, how do I even make sense of that? Trick question. You don't. It'll never make sense. So, you know what does make sense? Weight go up. Yeah. Okay, yeah, hold on a goddamn second. As far as my left arm goes, 5 reps? I barely did like 1.5 last week. What the fuck was that? Okay, whatever. I don't know. Okay, that was extremely evenly matched, or evenly distributed. That was a pleasant surprise, to say the least. Okay, yeah, whatever. That was weird. Last bicep day was probably about a week ago at time of recording, but I still did another bicep exercise in between those two. Wasn't focused at all, but still, how does that make any sense? I don't know, man. I just moved the weight. I'm just here to move the weight, all right? I'm not here to make it make sense. I should be excited, but I should be excited, okay? Moving the weight a lot more, right? Feels wrong. I should have to work for this. Who needs steroids when you're just abnormal? It's not like 5 reps means that this is some kind of weight I can just toss around in body, but it does mean that we maybe have like 1 more day on this weight, at least at this rate, bro. Next week we're doing like 10 in arm. That's not gonna happen, but well, I mean, who knows? They seem pretty even too, which was cool. We're on minimal pre-workout today too, so if I seem a little bit lackadaisical, that's why. Somebody commented under one of my videos, want to talk about it here. They were like, dude, why are you posting fitness content? People only do that when they're super big and have like a cool physique. One, ouch. I know there's like a screen and there's a disconnect and whatever, but like, I know you might be a fake person, but I'm a real dude. Like, I'm a guy. I'm just a dude. You saying that's whack. Hey, you're supposed to have a cool physique to post. I know I'm not big, and I know I'm not like, I don't know, anything crazy looking wise, right? But I'm definitely in shape. Like, I'm athletic, okay, at minimum, right? So like, well, I bet this guy looks like not that great. No offense, dude. I bet you look super below average. No offense. He didn't even say no offense. Just straight up was like, why are you posting? You look normal. One, in the video you were talking about, I was in a t-shirt not working out. Of course I look normal. I'm wearing normal people clothes. Like, if I walk around without my shirt on, people are going to be like, yeah, that guy goes to a gym. I'm a little butthurt, all right? I'm a little butthurt. But, like, that's just a whack-ass thing to say. Hey, guys, people have feelings, even if they're behind a camera. I mean, I might not take you that seriously. Actually, I don't take you that seriously at all. I'm just, like, calling you out because that was a wild thing to say. But that was a wild thing to say. Why'd you say that? Who cares about your opinion? You're not big. One, not how that works. Two, I don't know. I've got, like, 1,000 people who care. Hey, guys. That's a lot of people. That's like half a stadium, bro. That's pretty sick. Ooh. Oh, definitely harder that second set. Oh my god. But yeah, man, overall, I think that the gym culture propaganda that causes people like that guy to be like, why are you posting gym content if you're not already jacked as fuck? One, not doing steroids, so it doesn't just happen overnight. And two, I don't know, man, because that's like what the gym's about, you know? All different walks of life, getting in shape. It doesn't happen in an instant. I don't know. But there's so much just random propaganda out there, like, do full body exercises. I've got beef with that at this point. The more I think about it, I'm like, why is this a thing? Except for people who don't have a lot of time. Aside from that, always aside from that. I think people forget that you kind of like have to go to the gym for years to get any kind of meaningful result. And see a guy of like average size going to the gym and they're like, why would you ever post at all? What the fuck's wrong with you? I don't know, because I want to. Idiot. The craziest part is I woke up at like 7 a.m. in a cold sweat, and like for some reason my instinct was to open up my comment section and saw it. So of course my immediate reaction was like, this guy's weird. What a weird thing to say. And then I woke up like 5 hours later and I was like, well, this guy's rude. Hey man, not a lot happens around here, okay? I've got a little bit of drama. Let me just, you know? Wow, this guy's really mean. I think genuinely though, that made me think. It made me think. It's like, you have to go to the gym for so much time, right? You have to set after set, day after day, rep after rep, movement after movement, right? To see results, and it takes, who knows, maybe a year's time to see results that some people would think you get overnight, right? Some people are like, here's my 6 months transformation, and it's like barely anything. And of course, those people are probably natural, not taking any enhancement of any kind. If they are, ooh, sorry, dude. But like, for the people who aren't, have an average physique, right? And everybody's like, oh, dude, that's nothing. That's so pointless. Why did you even go to the gym, not even have like a transformation where you turn into John Cena in like 3 weeks? Why didn't you take 3 cycles of gear in 1 week, dude? What's wrong with you? Like, I don't know. No offense, I guess, to the people who are like on copious amounts of steroids, but you might be ruining it for everybody. Because either if you want to make content at least, because you're either on a bunch of steroids and you get big as shit in a month, right? Compared to the people who work for years, or you have to be like a genetic deformity or a genetic malfunction, right, that allows you to get really big really fast, or a 1 in a million genetic gift, right? Either way, all of those people are making it hard for the collective to be like, yeah, I'll make gym content, show the average Joe's perspective. And then for some reason, then when I do that, or this random guy's like, why would you even be making content? I don't know, dude. Why does anybody make content? Because it's fun? What an elbozo take. Loser. Oh my god. Oh. Yo, what is up with this thing? It looks old. 40 pounds? Yo, this is strange. That's probably too low on this weird machine. It's got like one of these instead of a clip, which I don't hate. It's really easy to reset. Let's do a set. Let's see what it feels like. Oh! Yo. That feels weird. Is that 30 kilograms? Because it doesn't feel like 30 pounds. Maybe because of how strict the movement is. That's why it feels that way, but it just says 30. It just, great, thanks. Glad to know about it, but it just says 30? I don't know what that means. 30 pounds, 30 kilos, 30 newborn babies, whatever. 30 of grandma's fresh baked cookies. I don't know. At least say like up here what it's in, but it doesn't. All right, Jim Lecco, get your game up, dude. Tell me what I'm lifting. 30 toenails. I don't know. That feels crazy though. I don't know. When you edit YouTube videos, right? That means you have to look at all the frames and pick out all the good ones and stuff, especially when you edit videos. Some people don't. They just throw it all together. Understandable. It's a lot of work, but when you have to look at yourself and be like, oh, this is the stuff that looks okay, especially when you like don't like the way you look, it's a little difficult. But like, I have a whack ass build, and maybe it's just like the camera angles and lighting and stuff, and the fact that I'm very pale, but it often looks like I'm just like flat, right? Like no 3D-ness, no dimensions or whatever. It's weird. It looks so strange, at least on camera. In person, it looks worse, I promise. See, that's what it's all about. No, I don't make content because I am huge. No, I'm making content because I will be huge. Duh. What does this weigh? What am I lifting? I don't know. Feels like kilograms, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but it's hard. I thought machines were supposed to make things easy, man. What is this? Sitting here next to an abductor machine, it reminded me of this thing I saw of somebody being like, you can do shoulder raises on an abductor leg machine. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you wasting yours and other people's time doing that, huh? What's the big idea there, Buster? There's they make like multiple machines for that. You're not getting a better exercise no matter what you tell yourself by doing it on the leg machine. You just look stupid. And maybe it was for content, which at that rate it worked. A lot of people saw it, but if it's not just for content, and even if it is, why? We did the 100 last time, so no, wouldn't make any sense for me not to be able to do it this time. We'll see. Does this look right? Dude, I'm just too wide, bro. You don't understand. There you go. That should be right. Yeah, that bicep machine's not for me. I didn't like it that much. I couldn't really feel my muscles and what I was doing. If that makes sense, right? Like, I knew what I was doing, obviously, but like, usually if I pick an exercise, it's because I can feel the muscle that I'm targeting. In a sense, right? Like if I'm doing hammer curls, I can feel the tension in the section of the arm that I'm trying to work. But on that one, it just kind of felt like an overall strain on my bicep, which is good if that's what you want, but I already did that exercise, so there you go. I tried out a machine. Now you don't have to, or you can still. Maybe it's what you're looking for, who knows? I like my dumbbells, okay? Dumbbells are good. The exercise that I've been seeing the quickest progress ever in my life for my back. It is the wide grip rows, where you kind of lean back a little bit. Targets the traps, upper traps specifically, the rear delts, pretty much everything you want in a row. So That's what we're going for. And thank God I don't have to use that bar that was like trying to rip my skin off. All upside. It's great. Nasty little exercise. Oh my goodness. Ow. But in a good way. Whew, it really works. Let me explain the form a little bit, I guess, for those who aren't visual learners. You know, there was a version of a row back in the day before probably a lot of people watching this were born, including me, okay, just to be clear, where you would lay on a bench and they had a barbell below it and you'd kind of row it while you're on that bench, right? This takes that philosophy and perfects it. Basically, there's no bench in the way of you, so you can get all the way into the movement, and then what you do is, instead of being completely parallel with the bar, you angle yourself back so that when you pull, you can angle your elbows and flare them up a little bit to get that upper trap tension in there, the stretch of the upper muscles of your back. So instead of doing this, right, we're not straight up and down. We're leaning back and kind of like imagine your arms are rotating up like this. That's kind of what you can imagine is going on. You can't really make it happen if you're doing the muscle or if you're doing the movement correctly. You can't really actually angle your arms up like that. It just helps visualize the tension you're trying to create. Love this exercise. Very optimal, at least from my experience. Exactly what I'm looking for in a interior and upper back movement. It's great. And you can feel it too. If you're doing the right weight, you can feel it. Oh my God. After each set, I get off and I'm like, ooh. Oh, my hands are dry. I don't want to close them. Ugh. You know when you cut your nails, right? You cut your nails. They're getting a little too dirty too often, right? You snip them, right? And then you go to the gym and your hands are all dry and then you close it. Sensory nightmare, dude. I hate it so much. Ugh. But I don't know. That's just trying to break the tension here, you know? We just talked about form and stuff. How about you? I don't like my fingers. Great commentary, I know. You don't have to tell me twice. Oh, extremely dry fingers. I hate it. Stop, no. Because I see everybody talking about how they bring a water bottle right in between and they sip it in between sets. I don't do that. I never have. I don't know. I feel like it would set my body out of whack. I just leave it in my car and then I chug it when I get in there. I don't have to pee in between my sets, you know? Ooh, TMI. I don't know, man. If it has to do with the gym, I don't feel like it matters if I talk about it, if I'm being honest, right? That specifically, you don't really, if you hydrate correctly, you don't have to be drinking water in between each set, all right? I understand if you like it, that's a different thing. But like necessity, or a beverage with water in it, or milk. I like my dairy-free milk. What can I say? Fairlife? Ooh, give me some of that. Where's my Fairlife sponsorship, huh, Fairlife? One day, I will pedal you guys to the moon. You don't understand. I love that stuff. I'm starting to break past the barrier that I have on the movement on this, where I just can't like bring my arms in as far as I want to, but even sitting here right now, I can't even go as far as I think I should be able to, but besides that point, peak exercise, amazing. Last time, if I'm not mistaken, we hit the 65 on here and it was relatively easy. Let's go. Let's do that again. This bar's light. The peak of back and somewhat bicep exercises. It's the one arm kneeling lat. Can you see me if I'm down here? Kind of. Let me angle this more. Damn, bro. Oh, the lat pump's crazy. I do want to try some one-arm lat pull-downs, though. I feel like those would be crazy. Why fix what's not broken? My lats are like they're blowing up. They're just expanding. Whoa. The schizo rep's actually doing something? I'm visualizing something, okay? Go with me on this, all right? I'm gonna try and like compact my lats as I do it. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it as I do it, but like I'm gonna try and combine this movement with this movement and see if I can do like that, right? Like I'm pulling down as I pull back. That should maximize growth or whatever. I mean, I don't know, it was harder. That doesn't always mean it was better. It's already getting to the point where this exercise, or at least this weight on this exercise, is feeling even a little bit easier than it was last week by like a noticeable margin. I don't know, man. I feel like we go up on an exercise in reps at least spontaneously all the time. It's like, oh, well, there it is. Oops, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. Yo, there's a bucket 2 days in a row. Let's go. That's gotta be good luck, right? Bucket. Oh no. My forearm is obliterated. I'll just have to pose like a weirdo then. Bicep looks small when I get this close. Maybe it's just because it's small. If I go like this, it looks bigger, I'm sure. There we go. Figured it out, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's a lat spread. Take that, dude who says, oh, but you don't even look that crazy. I'm a little butthurt, okay? I'm just a little butthurt. Let me have my thing. Ah. There's a lat spread from the front. There it is from the back. Okay, bicep day acquired. My forearms are destroyed. They're getting bigger though, that's good. Not noticeably, but the veins, oh, the veins are coming through. That's good. You can't see them because I'm pale as hell and there's lights right there, but I promise you they are. See, I don't know if you can see that. Right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hanging out, doing the gym thing. Hope you were also at the gym, hitting a devious workout. That's what I wish for you. If you made it all the way to the end of this and you aren't subscribed, you should, think about it. We're growing pretty fast over here. It's a lot of fun. Hang around, get some motivation if it's lacking, or just, be part of the journey. Question of the day, where are you on your journey? Are you cutting? Are you bulking? Are you about to do a bodybuilding show? Whatever, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Maybe you're on a calorie neutrality. Hey, that's a new thing. I just came up with it, so it's probably already a thing. I'm not that smart. Today, I would rate a 6 out of 10. It was a little above average because we hit that new bicep curl max PR, basically. So it's pretty sick, dude. And I appreciate every last one of you for being here, especially those of you who show up every day. Y'all are so real for that, and I appreciate it so much. Can't do it without you guys, and I love y'all. See ya. Bye-bye. Go to the gym. Oh, you thought you were gonna get away with it? No, 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 no. Go. Scram. Go to the gym. Go. Go. Stop slacking. Go to the gym. Ah. Ah.